Hello and welcome to my dynamic project. For this project, first I'm going to show you my proposal, and then I'm going to go through and actually show you the site, and we're going to go through how it meets the requirements. So what I ended up doing was I'm going to have pretty much just a couple things, genres and movies, and then I had a foreign key for a genre ID in my movies. And on top of that, I also went in and I put in a user and a registration system. So let's take a look at what the site looks like. Okay, first up, what we need to do is sign in. So I will do that quickly here. And you'll notice if I do not put a password in and I try to log in, it's client side, it says fill this out please, and so I know that's working as well as it's in my code as well. So let's try putting my password in here. All right, we made it in. So this website is just meant for me to categorize all of my movies that I own, and I wanted something that I'll be able to use in the future that was actually going to be useful for me. So we come down here to my movie manager, and here we have our movie lists. We have all kinds of movies, all the genres over here. You can click on a genre and you can see the different types of movies that I own in those categories. I can even take away these categories if I wanted to. So to do that, first I come in here and I can delete any of these or even edit any of them if I want. And I can even add a new one down here. So we'll just call this new, and we can add that. And over here we have new, and I can also delete it, and it's gone. So now we can go to our movie list, and let's say we want a thriller since we don't have any. And so we're going to go to the movie ad page. We're going to pick the genre. This is a thriller. And then we're going to say, we'll call it thriller. And the director, we're going to say Michael Jackson. And then we're going to say 1983 or something. That was probably too early, probably 5. This one's not rated, so we'll put unrated. And the movie format, we'll say digital. And then you say add the movie. And here it is, all ready for you. So if we wanted to change this and say, well, this isn't a thriller, it's more of a comedy, we could do that. And we could just come up here, switch it over to comedy, and update it. And then when we come back to our comedy list, here it is, Michael Jackson's Thriller. So now we're all done. We can log out, and it just takes you back to the login page. Let's take a look at the code, and I'll show you what I've done for that. So in here, I have my model, which has my databases, and these have all my functions for getting the movies, getting the genres, and things like that. So pretty simple. And then I have my regular database, which just hooks up to my database. And so down here I have all of my views. And I have two different controllers. I have a controller that just controls up until you get done logging in. And so that'll have all of these things like registering and things like that, and also logging out. And I used a switch case for that. And then up here, once you get into the movie manager, I have another controller, and this one controls all of the, showing the pages, deleting the movies, just calling all the functions from my database or from my model, and pushing it through this controller here. So, and the biggest changes that I had with this was just adding the login and registration pages and getting that all to be functional. So I feel pretty proud of myself for getting this all working. I had a lot of help from a lot of good people, and I'm excited to have something that works and that will be beneficial. Thank you.